Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome and thank you for watching. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So, this one is about a haunted house. The funny thing was that a friend of mine knew an elderly woman living alone, and just her son, I think, was visiting her from time to time. And this woman once told my friend that her house is haunted. There are things happening suddenly. There is a picture falling from off the wall without any cause or reason. And there are books flying around, falling off from the shelf and things like that. And she even told my friend that from out of her periphery of the eye, she could see kind of movement. There were beings or whatever it was, there was movement. And that was what she noticed. And she thought the house is haunted by ghosts. And she did not want to talk about that. She had the fear that her son will think she's crazy. That's why she didn't talk with her nearest relative, her son, and just let this kind of slip sideways with my friend, who was sitting in my mediumship development circle. And she told the story to me and said, maybe she could have a session with you and you can help her. And I thought over it and I said, well, you can give her my phone number, and if she wants, I'm open. Let's see what's happening. So she gave my phone number to the elderly lady, and she really, after a while, called me. And when I told her that I'm a medium and I'm used to see a lot of different things, so she does not have to hold back with anything, she can tell me everything, she was kind of relieved and felt more at ease, and started telling the story of all the things that happened in her house. And when she was telling me about the things occurring, I got an image and I saw little green imps jumping around in her living room, and kind of just by a little gesture, they were throwing off books from the shelf, or a framed picture from the wall and things like that. And I was kind of astonished because they did not appear to be evil or bad, and they didn't even to seem to haunt her or the house. They were just kind of doing their business, and that was creating a little bit of strange and weird things happening. And I asked them insidely, why are you doing this to that poor woman? And they said to me, we have a contract with her on soul level. We are in contract with her to show her that all these things are real, that there is an invisible world and other beings, not only deceased ones, but also nature spirits and elemental spirits and things like that. And it's up to her, by this kind of already strong calling, which she interpreted a bit negatively, to acknowledge her own abilities, that she can notice things like that. So the whole thing was about her to acknowledge that there is an invisible world and invisible beings. And after I explained that to her, what the imps, the green skinned imps, told me, and they were smiling and laughing, and they weren't bad or evil. And I told her that she's in contract with them on soul level, and they just want to show her, look, there are other things, and you have to acknowledge it, because you, by that, you acknowledge your own potential, that you are sensitive, or maybe already starting with your psychic senses to perceive more than normal people. And she got it. And I asked her, why not do it like a shamanic ritual? Just choose a point in time and stand in the middle of your living room, best with your son not being around, because he would think you're crazy when you talk out loud, and tell them, address them, say to these green imps, okay, I can feel and perceive you, and I get what you are doing. And now I know that by this you want to be acknowledged, and have me acknowledging my own psychic senses. So, okay, you gave me that message, you delivered it, I get it, and now you can stop that, because now I understand. I don't know whether she ever did that. I think she did not. But I did not have any other knowledge after the session. She was happy and lucky to know it's not a bad thing happening. They don't want to do her any harm or something like that. They just wanted her to acknowledge her own psychic senses, and to show it to her, to kind of force her to really acknowledge it. And then some years later, I heard from my friend that this elderly lady had deceased, and that now her son was living in the same flat where she had lived, and the same things were happening to him. But he was not open, he was the rational type, and he was just not open to acknowledge it the way I perceived it, and explained the whole situation to his mother. So there might be sometimes a very different reason why things get your attention, you know. She was just thinking in the line of haunted house and bad spirits and evil, and it wasn't like that. And I told in the video before that it was the fae, the elf, that helped me to receive messages and give them to other people. So I kind of had a contract with them as well without knowing, and they helped me very much in the beginning. And I think that's one of the ways how it works, because we have pre-birth soul contracts in which special things are kind of written down and written out to happen and bring some change maybe into your life, or your attitude, or your usual point of view. So that was very interesting for me as well. And yeah, I just want to leave you with that. Not always haunted means bad, black magic, evil, and something like that. You really have to look and feel deep into it to get what it's about. And you can sense that, you sense something bad, because your solar plexus will automatically kind of close, and you will feel this feeling of being repelled or something like that, your body shows you. Every cell in your body has wisdom. You can even bring that out via kinesio. How's that called? With a pendulum or a tensor or with dowsing rods, you can get to the wisdom of your cells, the wisdom that's inside of you, and can ask questions. You don't know the answer, but it has to be yes and no questions. Because the rods or the pendulum or the tensor only works with kind of yes and no or strong and weak energy. So, want to leave you with that and wish you all the best on your soul journey and many interesting hints or things that get your attention. If it's meant for you to care more for your psychic senses, you wouldn't be here listening to me or others saying similar things if you're not interested in that. Okay, so love and light onto your soul path. Dear souls watching, thank you. Bye.